Hello friends, this is Vivek Bajaj. As part of our ongoing series of getting some common people doing uncommon work, I'm very pleased to present this another series of video with you. This video is with another superstar who has done his own work and who has reached the glory of being termed as a good trader. So we have with us Jay.
Hi.
People famously call him Nifty Wizard. I can safely assume that he is a very hardcore Nifty trader and he is doing good for himself. So Jay has a strong Twitter following, and he more than that, he is a very good trader and he has a philosophy behind what he is doing. So in this video, a face-to-face series, we're going to talk to him and find out what he is doing, what are the tools he is using, and if he can share his wisdom about the accuracy of the tool which he is using, and maybe help you people to probably step into his shoes and try to see if there is an opportunity for you guys also, so that you can also participate in the market the way he is doing. So Jay, thanks a lot for coming all the way. Yeah, it's a pleasure always to have people like you coming down and being open with your thought, because open source is something which we really appreciate. So people sharing their ideas and then people letting other people also get empowered. And I've read about you that you believe in giving back to society.
Yeah.
So through your philanthropic activity, through your knowledge activity which you spread through your Twitter ID, it's a great congregation of what both of us think in terms of strategy. Now, I want to start with basics about you, because there may be a lot of users who don't know anything about you. So I want you to tell us about you, your story.
So I had completed my BTech Bioinformatics in 2006. During that college days, I was introduced to stock market by a mutual friend. Later, I didn't give up anything out of it, so I continued my studies. Then later, once I get the job, once I go to the office there, the touch of stock market again started. Then there was a story like happened with options, where a 30,000 gone to 500, again a 500 gone to 30,000. That was the moment where I want to start this as a full-time trader, rather than rather than keeping it as a part-time. I saw there is an opportunity to make something out of it, but it should start with a proper learning. Without that, you can't make it out. So I started digging it out. So then there was a tool called Market Profile. I found it. Then I started exploring it for a year. Then that's where it all started clicking for me.
Right. For the benefit of our viewers, let me tell you that Market Profile is one of the tools which a lot of traders globally use for the purpose of identifying opportunities in market. Just like there are various tools for technical analysis, various tools for derivative research, then Market Profile is one of the tools. Jay is quite known in the market, Indian market, for using this tool very effectively. So we are going to come back to him with Market Profile. But talking more about his learning journey, because all of us are essentially learners of markets, and Jay has spent almost 8 to 9 years in market, learning about about this tool. And I was hearing him, and he was saying that the most important thing is the process, not the strategy. The process, the way you develop the strategy and implement the strategy. So Jay, would you enlighten us with that?
What people does is everyone are here to make money, but most of the trader run behind the money, leaving the process aside. So that is where every problem starts. Trading bottleneck starts out of it. So what one need to do is, what is a good process? A good process, good process doesn't mean a sure shot strategy or something like that. A good process is picking on a high probability setups over and again. So say like next 100 trades where you are sitting out. This not people, most of the retail traders, why they lose money is they stuck to that one trade. They think that one trade they're gonna make. That is where the mistake starts from. It is all about the series of trades. At the end of a series of trades, what money you are going to make. So the process is more about finding that what kind of strategy or something will give you a net positive result after series of trades. So for me, market profile worked.
Right.
So the process behind market profile worked for me. So every trader need to find what it fits for them.
Right. So I believe that market profile has done wonder for you in defining that process. So maybe we know more about market profile from you.
So market profile is more about say like presenting price. I mean, like it's a plotting of price in a way like this. So you can see some charts here. This is what market profile is all about. Time, price, opportunity is what market profile is. So all the 30-minute time frame is being denoted with letters actually. So every 30 minutes is being denoted as a letter. So if you split, you can see this. A is first 30 minutes, B is second 30 minutes, C is third 30 minutes, and D is fourth 30 minutes. So it keeps going on. So what market profile does is, it shows where the value of the market is. Whether buyers are responding to the lower prices or whether sellers are responding to the higher prices. Because market is a dual mechanism. It's an advertising thing actually. It price advertise for sellers at lower side, I mean higher side. It advertise lower for pulling the buyer in. So that is how it plots. And there are a lot of things in market profile, say like range extension, where volume is developing, where the value is developing, where price at spent most of the time, what we call as point of control. So a lot of components are there. So with this based on, you can make a trade assumption. What is the high probability of market going or visiting some places? So we use that tool just to explore what is the high probability setup market is presenting to you. So that is how we use market profile. So basically all we see is what is value, who is behind the move, whether that force is strong or they are moving the market with a conviction or with not with a conviction. So we used to find that. So that is what market profile is all about.
So is it in a very simple normal layman's language, is it a tool which is helping people to find out buyer's zone and the seller's zone?
It is a tool to find how buyers are, how sellers are. Rather than finding out is that a buyer zone or seller zone, how good job a buyer is doing, how good job a seller is doing. So that is a real edge market profile will give.
So actually this tool can actually sit on top of technical analysis where people limit themselves by identifying support and resistance. Now if you add on to market profile research, you can actually see whether that support will work or the resistance will work or not.
Exactly. What is the probability of a certain pattern working out or not, market profile will tell you. What is the conviction of the move?
So what are the parameters typically this tool is using? Is it price obviously would be an important parameter?
Price, the time it spent on a price level. So that both shows what is the opportunity is present to ourselves. So time, price, opportunity. If price spends more time here, so it is called, it will plot where the price had spent more time. So you can spot what opportunity we can get it out of it. So you can put, I mean like more probability where this might go. What kind of auction is happening, whether seller taking advantage at low or whether buyer taking advantage of higher prices. So it is more about finding who's in the grip in the market.
So can it define that there are buyers at those prices and there are sellers at those prices?
Depending on the auction, exactly. We say like there are terms called buying tails, selling tails. Typically how it looks like is a hammer on your candlestick chart.
Okay.
But here we see it as a tail. So here this is what we typically call this as a selling tail, initial selling tail.
Okay.
So once this forms, we have a clue that sellers are entered. Until some buyers pushing this, I mean until this buyers pushing this up, they are going to drive it down, keep driving it down. So until a price find buyers at lower side, it will keep advertising lower to find the new buyers.
Right.
If buyers are not aggressive to stop the price of a fall and push it higher, till that it will keep searching for such a buyers. So it will find the aggression of buyers and aggression of sellers on higher side. So these kind of tail formations will tell you who's in the key zone. So lot of things actually there.
So just like we have candlestick formations, so this market profile will also have its own formations. And
Yeah.
Telling you about a market condition.
Exactly. There could be shapes of profile we would be watching.
Right.
There could be a range extension where the range get extended after a 1 hour, where the value is forming. So all these combinations put together, we will get a conclusion.
Right.
What is the highest probability of market moving in a side?
Right. So Jack, can this be used for any time frame?
Yeah, it can be used for any time frame. Primarily what I use for is a 30-minute chart to know the context of the market, and 5-minute to time it. 5-minute candlestick I use to time it via price action. So this is for context, and a 5-minute candle for to time the market. You can use it for a weekly profile. If you want to hold a trade for a bigger time frame, you can use a monthly time frame. So there is one thing called composite profile, where you can merge all the profile and make it a big composite profile to see a bigger picture. You can compress say like last 50 days of profile in one stretch. You can see a bigger picture, how the shape of the profile, where the value is compared to last 100 days. So where the interest has been, whether sellers are taking advantage of higher prices, whether buyers are taking advantages of lower prices, last 100 days, you can see it.
And does it take into account volume or end of the day delivery?
Market profile doesn't take volume into the count. What we call it as volume profile.
Okay.
So here market profile uses time. Volume profile doesn't uses time. Volume plus price equal to volume profile. Time plus price equal to market profile. As simple as that.
And what about other data points like delivery statistics, open interest? Do you look at those?
No, not at all. Not at all. Everything will be reflected here. So what all those things presented there, everything will be reflected here.
But as a trader, would you recommend that people, after looking at these, do have a look at other data points to get a confirmation, or not required?
I know, as I say, trading is all about removing things from your chart perspective. You shouldn't add much. You should try to remove what all is unnecessary. By adding more things, you are just cluttering the thing. So it is more of a headache actually. So try to remove it. Keep simple as that. Try to decipher from price charts. I mean, whatever form it forms. Whether a market profile thing or a candlestick, whatever is necessary or whatever is more simple, you can use out of it.
What about money management? What about how do you put stop loss and take profit in this kind of a chart?
Yeah, for example, if this is a selling tail, that is a high conviction setup. So if this goes and auctions above this, then these bears had given up. These sellers had given up. Rather bears, I would say these sellers had given up. So my risk would be sitting somewhere here. So because these kind of setups will clearly show you where the invalidation point is. So once it starts auctioning above that, you can just exit off.
And what about profit taking?
Profit taking in this kind of day, till you find buyers at a lower level, you can keep trialing it, and most of the time this ends like a trend day. It starts at one end and it ends at the other end. One extreme it starts at, other extreme it ends at.
So Jay, the typical textbook definition of money management is that if you want to earn 2 rupees, you are ready to lose 1 rupee. What I'm getting a sense after a discussion with you is that in this kind of a setup, your actually money management can be very high. So that means you can lose 1 rupee and you can actually make much more than 2 rupee, 3 rupee because you like the fad end of the trend.
Exactly. So most of the setups, I mean, like if you capture a trend day, I mean, like if you wait patiently and capture a trend day in a month, you can make what you couldn't make out of 10 trades, you can make on that one trade. And moreover, your risk is defined. So even if you keep say like taking 10 trades, out of the 10 trades, even 5 trades work for you, 5 trades not work for you, you can make a killing. So such a setups are there, so you need to explore it. By studying market profile more, you can explore it.
And how many trades do you take on a daily basis?
Say like it depends on. Right now I trimmed to say like 3 or 4 trades in a month, because I am focusing right now on these kind of trend day setups.
Okay.
So I am trimming down to that 4 setups. If I trade stock futures, obviously I can get 1 trade per day at any cost.
Right. So since you are doing Nifty, you are restricting.
Restricting to 4 to 5 trades. That is more than enough.
Correct. And that is what probably you would also like to recommend to people that.
That is what more is less in trading. Right. So that is what I see. Like if you focused on few good quality setups, your account will grow. Rather than what people do is people run for here and there setups. I mean, like they increase their randomness and they lose out the money when the beautiful setup is present. By the market itself, they will be just a spectator watching it. They couldn't do anything because they would have busted or they would have drained their capital trading that irregular moves, say like more random moves. So wait and take such a setups, 1 or 2 setups in a month can make an account in a very big way.
Right. Jai, there is a huge influx of options trading happened in India over the last 5 years. Purely because of the transaction cost or the overall cost of lower cost of operating in the options market. Considering this setup market profile, what kind of strategy works well for an options trader?
What I say is like if option writer learns market profile, really have a huge edge. Why? Because as an option buyer, I need to really time it well. That is why I focus for those trend days. Because on trend days, option timing doesn't require any rocket science. Right. Because you enter at some position, you put a stop loss. Either it will hit your stop loss or it will end at one extreme on a trend days. But this also says where there is a high probability of market not going to some side. That is a huge edge for option writers. If he knows on a particular day where this is not going to somewhere, that is the edge itself. So an option writer can really explore into this and he can make a big money.
So, but Jay, option writing is, as we all know, that it's a very risky and it should be done by professionals with complete understanding of the risk associated with options. But if suppose the retail investor who doesn't want to take that risk, but he still wants to make money from options, then you would recommend the buying of options?
Yeah, really.
So how one buyer of an option should time his buying using market profile?
A buyer of an option should wait for that momentum to happen. Okay. Buying an option can make money when there is a momentum in the price. If price takes more time, it is like more of like a ice cube taken out of a fridge, keeping outside. The time it more takes, it just melts like that. So your ice cube is the premium of the option. The more time it takes, it melts. So no point. On a momentum environment, it won't be like that. The time you enter, either it will hit your stop loss or it will just go your way. Right. So market profile really helps to pinpoint those kind of trades. But all you need to do is wait for that 2 or 3 setups, 3 trades to happen in a month and trade it via options.
Oh. So Jay, this looks like a pretty robust proprietary setup software, and is this developed by someone from outside India?
It is being developed, this one particularly being developed by an Indian developer, and there are a lot of other tools, I mean third party tools available. And basically this is a proprietary tool of a CBOT, I mean like a Chicago Board of Trade. This was invented by a guy called Peter Stadelmeier. So the copyrights been with them. So there are a lot of vendors right now providing these kind of charts. So the only thing is market profile. You need these kind of softwares to know what is the real ages. You need such a sophisticated softwares, but it's all about a one-time investment.
Great. As you must have known in this video that there is a beautiful tool available, and there is someone who is a normal person but done phenomenal work using this tool. So as we have always said to you that even a normal person can do abnormal work. So all you need is developing a process and a discipline in your trading style if you are serious about trading. But if you are here just to have some fun trading, then obviously these discussions are irrelevant for you. So this was all. We would like to thank Jay.
Yeah, before completing this, I would say like this, a good trading system with a bad management is as worse than like a bad system with good risk management. So both need to couple each other. It need to go hand on hand. Only with that a trading success can happen. If one is out of balance with the other, a good trading system and a bad risk management, or a bad trading system and a good risk management, not going to work either way. So you need both to be balanced.
So what do you suggest if someone wants to start from today, taking trading as a full-time career occupation or as a serious business proposition? What would you suggest?
So I would suggest a good backup for say like next 1 year to take care of your expenses. That is a main thing. Second thing is a good capital to start with. Third thing is a process. But on the top of the pyramid, this process should be on the top. Without this, you couldn't do anything. So a good process, a good capital, a good environment. First of all, you need set of traders surrounded for the beginning years at least to tap you up when you are down, because this is a career where you need to keep getting up whenever you are getting fallen. So you need to keep up. So select a method, just stick to that. Put more sample trades. Keep getting, like at least some 1000 sample trades with one setup. Then you will find it out how it works, rather than jumping out from system to system to system. And we are not operating in a certainty environment. Remove the certainty part from your thing. All you can do is what kind of risk you can take per setup. What is the downside? All you need is protect your capital, protect your capital, protect your capital. This should be your goal.
Wow, fantastic. So Jay, thank you so much for giving your precious time and enlightening all of us. So we will definitely create more such videos. All you have to do is inspire us, motivate us by liking this video, by sharing this video, by subscribing to our channel, and by pressing the bell icon so that you get updated with the videos which are coming on a regular basis. So this was Jay, a rock star, a superstar, a nifty wizard as they prefer to call him. Subscribe to his YouTube, subscribe to his Twitter handle, and keep tracking him, what he is doing. He is pretty interesting character. Thank you.